So we got ourselves a 287-yard green, and of course, I am pin high at this point. So if you haven't already noticed, today's episode is going to be about distance and my speed training, some things that I've noticed and what it's really taken me to really get my speed to incorporate out onto the course. So I got a 42-yard shot here. I'm gonna try to chip it up and go ahead and make birdie. Oh, that's not a good shot. Get up there. Well, that happened. So there's three things of distance, right? There's swinging a stick fast, which is very easy to do. There's hitting a driver on a range fast, which is somewhat easy to do because you don't really care about where it goes. And then there's the ability to stand on a tee box on the first hole of the day with houses to the right and groundskeepers to the left and swing out of your shoes and trust that it's gonna go where you want it to go. Ah. Close, but no cigar. And many of you down that lens know that I've been swing training and speed training for a very long time. And I've always been able to have a little bit of speed and be able to, move the club quickly. But what hasn't translated is my ability to do that on the golf course. I've had moments where my speeds have gotten high, but they've never consistently stayed high while I'm actually out on the golf course. And another thing that I've been incorporating is making sure that I have my launch monitor out on the course, because you need feedback when you're on the tee. And I found that when I'm standing up to hit shots, even if it's irons or if it's drivers, if I know how fast I'm swinging on the course while I'm in play, then it gives me good feedback to continue to add that speed and trust it. So although this is just an 8-iron on a par 3, I still want to know that I'm swinging my 8-iron as fast as I think I should be swinging it. Oh, that was just first tee jitters. But as I can see from here, I swung that 8-iron at 90 miles an hour, fatted the heck out of it, but I am swinging it a lot faster. Try not to let that frustrate me. So working on speed training has been something that I've consistently done over the past year, and it hasn't always panned out to the way that I would have wanted it to, because I haven't really honestly kept it up as much as I would have liked to. But I found a system and a solution that works really well for me. And it's actually a new speed training aid that I have here in my bag. Oh. And it's this stack system that is made by, I think, one of the engineers at Ping, and also Sasha McKenzie, who's like, I guess at this point is like the foremost expert in like golf biomechanics. It's shorter than, it's about the length of a 7-iron, 6-iron, or a hybrid, so you can swing it indoors. And the traditional speed sticks that I had, these are just too long to swing indoors, and oftentimes, I almost broke my painting. Oftentimes, I don't like to go to the course to have to swing and do speed training. I like to do it in my own office here. And the stack system just really helps with that, because again, it's a shorter unit. It's a lot easier to swing indoors. And it's really cool. It comes with these weights. It comes with these nice weights in here that, put that there so you can see it. Comes with this nice weight system in here that you add on to this little spindle. And essentially you have an app that's really cool, and it gives you all the data on there, and it shows you what to swing, how to swing, and it kind of tailors the program to you, which I really love, and it's really helped me to get more consistent speed training. And the fact that it reminds me on my phone, a mobile device, and that's something that all of us are constantly looking at, that makes it a lot easier to consistently speed train. And it also gives you like a little readout, and it'll tell you how fast it thinks you should be able to swing a driver and what your estimated swing speed is. As you can see from mine, my top speed is 119, estimated from the app. Now that we got ourselves some par 5s coming up, set my little launch monitor up, because the goal here is I really want to see how fast I'm going to be hitting this and how fast I'm going to be swinging this intentionally, knowing that we got to hit a good golf shot. .111, 157 ball speed. Yeah. And the goal, again, It's just to make sure I'm bringing that same intention to the golf course and trusting my ball flight. Just pulled it. So hard to get that out of that rough. The old chippy chip. Sit. That's such a lot of work. All right, and we always set it up, again, the same thing, trying to make sure that I get a lot of speed, make sure I have feedback from my launch monitor to see exactly how fast and how far I'm swinging it. And I'm just gonna try and blast this with the feels that I've been working on. Just give this a good go. .109, but I hit that one like crap. But the key important thing is make sure I'm swinging with intention to swing as fast as possible. Now, obviously that wasn't my prettiest of swings, but again, I feel like it's important to like include you along in the journey and look at some of the messiness that comes with speed training, right? Like I'm in the off season, I don't have any tournaments that are coming up. This is not gonna be an easy thing to do and also still hit functional golf shots. But you know, even with that shot falling off my back foot, swinging the club as hard as I could, I'm 114 yards from a flag, which is like, we just want to get our brain to start to accept the idea that swinging hard doesn't equal danger, right? Because the more tense you get, the more dangerous things feel, the less likely you are to be to swing fluidly. I have to get into the moment and have to get into the mentality that I can swing fast and still put a ball in play, which off toe hit, falling off my back foot, still able to find the center of the fairway and still be, 114 yards from a flag. It's a lot of talk to explain my crappy swing. I get it, but I felt I needed to explain it. And the thing with speed training, again, it's through the bag, right? This is 117 yards. I've got a sand wedge in my hand. My sand wedge is normally a 105 club, but I know with my speed training, it's a lot faster. So I have to trust that if I swing this fast, I can hit my target and get the right distance. Like so. Oh, be the number. Take a look at it. So, and I'm just checking my divot to see, or my pitch mark. Yeah, so I had that at 117. I didn't hit that as well as I'd have liked to. And that pitched 5 yards, 6 yards short of the flag. And we're sitting right here just under it. So that probably was, that was a nice 111 yard shot, which is still further than I think that wedge goes. Just got to make sure I get better contact with it. Let's see if I can bang this putt home. Nope. My putting leaves something to be desired. But a par is a par. And that's the thing with speed training. It's not just the driver. It's other clubs in the bag. It's getting confirmation and getting feedback that you're hitting these clubs as far as you think you should hit them and as far as your launch monitor, your speed training data goes. Normally I would never hit a sand wedge to a 120 basically yard flag that was in to win, but with speed training, I know that it's possible. I have to trust it and I have to do it out on the course and see it happen so that when I get into a pressure situation in a tournament and I've got a flag that's 117 and I know I want to hit it close, I can trust that I'm going to hit my sand wedge. Got a long par 4. I'm going to hit 2 balls because I just want to see again in a situation where I got water left and there's nothing really right that I want to miss, but I got water left and I don't really want to go right. Can I swing hard and trust that this is going to go where it needs to be? And I won't be able to see it, so that's probably a good thing as well, too. That's in the water. But it still was 109 swing speed. All right. Can we get this to 112, 110 on course? Maybe. Let's give it another one. There's the ball. That was 110 right there. I'm gonna continue doing updates of just this. I wanna bring you behind the scenes, show you my speed training, show you how it's coming along. The stack system has been working out very well. It's actually one of the most fun swing training things that I've used. I'm not a big person that enjoys hitting a lot of drivers on the range, which is probably why I need to work at my driver a lot more. I brought back the speed training and I incorporated with it, and I have a goal of hitting 170 miles an hour of ball speed, because at the end of the day, we want to hit the ball as squarely as possible, and whatever swing speed gets me that's my goal in the off season. My personal best record is 166 miles an hour ball speed, 116 club head. So that's as fast as I've been able to hit like what I would consider to be a gaming shot. There is a difference between swinging a stick fast, swinging a driver fast on a driving range, and swinging a driver fast with the intention of hitting a shot in play. Like, it's really difficult to merge those two, especially when you start getting into really high and uncomfortable speeds. So that's all I got for you. As always, thank you very much for watching my YouTube channel. Deuces, people. Let's keep it moving.